This is Brennia, a small country bordering Finland, Norway, and most importantly, Russia. Considering that combination of adjacent countries, you already know that some crazy stuff is about to go down here. I'm pretty sure there are even some Vikings that came from this country. And you should know, because of its geographical location, the summer only lasts for like a week. Everyone that lives here would have you believe that they have a normal summer, but it's a lie. It's never warm here, even when it is. The same way that Ukraine is Europe's breadbasket, Brennia is Europe's icebox. They've only managed to survive off of their thriving ice cube exporting market, that and tourism for their 1 week of summer per year. However, due to Brennia's somewhat weak military and ice cube economy, and because of their prominent border with Russia, much of Brennia's culture and history very closely conforms to that of Russia. Here's a guy from Brennia to tell you all about it.
Those guys in the West didn't stand a chance. I just told them I wanted to be friends with them, and then I stole all their gold. No way they're going to last much longer if they keep things up like that, and especially if, like, the Spanish find them a few years from now. Being a Viking sure is great. I don't have to deal with any crazy central monarch or anything. It's just me and my buddies sailing to new lands and plundering natives. There's no way our economy is ever going to fail.
Meanwhile, in Spain, I'll find a faster route to India. Hey, go for it. India!
Well, that didn't go as hoped. Now that the Spanish found our secret gold spot, and then literally everyone else found out about it, our economy's collapsed. I'm Gustav Berkelic's son, by the way. You can tell because I'm wearing a different hat. Well, now we have to find some other way to make money. All the other countries around here have different crops that they can grow, but it's always so cold here, we would never be able to grow enough to sell after we've all taken some. All we have here is ice. People are totally going to buy this. We're going to make so much money off of all this ice.
And they did, for some reason.
Well, it's been like 50 years, so might as well give a quick update on the weather. As expected, rather unexpectedly, however, due to our now booming ice economy, the government's been centralized. In order to keep control over the industry, they've set up a bunch of ice cutting areas, and workers like me have to live and work on that land, and now I can't leave. On the bright side, here are the Tsar in Russia, the country to the east, and what was his name, Ivan? Well, I heard he's making things pretty difficult for the nobles that control the land over there. If we're lucky, maybe something like that will happen here in Brennia. Now, sure, he is just taking control from everyone and giving it to himself, but who knows? I think this could end well for us poor farmers. A lot of people are saying that Ivan is pretty terrible, but I have high hopes. Hopefully this new system won't last much longer. It lasted. Well, Ivan's been dead for a few years now, and nothing's really gotten better for us. If anything, it's only gotten worse. Well, better luck next time, I guess.
A few years after this, the Romanovs came to power, and would remain on the throne for 300 years.
Well, we just got word that a new ruling family has been established in Russia. Maybe they'll finally see our booming ice-based economy and give us some attention. This is the better luck next time Dad was always talking about. Well, better luck next time, I guess. If only he was here today. He'd be so excited right now, but unfortunately today he's in the river out back cutting ice to sell. With the Romanovs in power, our luck will finally turn around. We won't have to be serfs anymore, and we'll finally be able to leave and visit some place that doesn't look like this all the time. That skeleton was just sitting there for like 70 years, waiting for something to happen. And nothing really got particularly worse, but nothing really got better either. But now the old Tsar is gone, and there's this new Romanov in charge in Russia. I heard that he's building up the Russian military and invading nearby countries to make Russia even bigger than it already is. Maybe we'll be one of them. Things are totally going to get better once we're part of Russia. Well, in the meantime, I just got this letter in the mail. I wonder who it's from. Peter I of Russia is invading Brennia from its southeast border in an attempt to add it to the new Russian Empire. All men aged 15 to 60 are required to stay and fight. I don't even know how to read! Well, we lost. And I lost my right pinky toe somehow too. No, I'm not going to show you. You're just going to take my word for it on this one. Well, on the bright side, we've been annexed into Russia. Well, that means that from now on, everything that happens in Russia will happen here in Brennia as well. Well, to start off, this letter just showed up. Hopefully the Tsar Peter is enacting some new changes to make things better for us here in Brennia. By royal decree, Peter I commands that all men must shave their beards so that everyone will look more like the Western Europeans. If you would not like to do so, you can pay a fee of 10,000 rubles. Well, I have a total net worth of 130 rubles, so I guess keeping the beard won't really be an option. Well, change is a change anyway, so... Well, I have no idea what the point of that was, but I'm sure it was a super important change. Oh, they also replaced the ik at the end of my name with an ov. I guess probably to make it seem more Russian? I don't know. Well, whatever. I'm sure these are only the very beginning of all the great changes that Peter the Great is going to make. I'm really feeling it this time. The next ruler is totally going to abolish serfdom and let me get a different job. And they better do it fast. Everyone in Brennia has been cutting ice from the same rivers, and there isn't enough ice for everyone to sell anymore. Our ice cube economy is melting! Well, this letter just came in. By royal decree of Tsar Alexander II of Russia, all serfs are now free and have the right to purchase land. Yeah! This is what our family's been waiting for the past 300 years. Now I can finally leave and buy land somewhere other than here. Okay, change your plans. We're staying here in Brennia after all. Well, that sucks. Hey, at least we still have the right to buy land now. That's more than we could ever ask for before. And I'm sure there's plenty more to come from Alexander II. Never mind, someone blew him up. Well, maybe this is a good thing, though. We've been ruled by an autocratic government for hundreds of years now. Maybe this will bring us some form of limited government somewhere down the line.
But a series of strange events seem to have other plans.
Alright, I've had it. For the past 400 years, whenever something good happens, something else comes along and ruins it. I'm tired of fighting, I'm tired of absolutist rulers, and I'm tired of... this! Oh, it's actually nice out today. Anyways, I heard about this group that's trying to fix things for us little guys. They're calling themselves the Bolsheviks, and they're trying to establish something called communism. Their leader, Vladimir Lenin, is promising us all peace, land, and bread. And the truth is, I really have no idea what's going on, but I can't imagine anything but good things coming from this. About time we got some peace and land, and bread's good too. Well, time to get rid of the Romanovs. Check out this cool new hat. Oh, and this isn't Russia anymore. This is called the USSR now. Lenin gave us the peace, land, and bread that he promised, but now he also has complete control of the government. Kind of a dictator, if you will. So, but I guess I just have to count the good things wherever I find them. This is the strongest economy I've ever been a part of. Gee, communism sure is great. As long as the whole dictator thing doesn't get to be a huge issue, the better economy is enough to keep me happy. Never mind the fact that getting rid of the monarchy was one of the main reasons that I wanted to support the Bolsheviks in the first place.
And then Lenin died and Joseph Stalin came to power.
Peace, land, and bread. Peace, land, and bread. Whatever happened to peace, land, and bread? I hate communism. Peace, land, and bread. Okay, we have to make this last for the week. If we have about this much per day, we should be able to make it. And now that Lenin's gone, Joseph Stalin is the new dictator. And the economy's gotten stronger, but now we don't have any of the freedoms that we once had. Nearly all the money we make goes to the government, and Stalin controls pretty much everything. We even have to do the Soviet Union is the best place in the world, oddly even the universe. Stalin is the greatest leader to ever live, and I never want to leave. I love communism. Everything that I'm saying of my own free will, and I will face no punishment if I do not say this. I'm not being held hostage in my home or anything like that. I mean, everything's great here. Better than it's ever been, in fact. Why don't I just put his here? In fact, let me just... Top 5 reasons why I love the USSR. Number 1, communism is way better than capitalism. Everyone knows this. A massive country, it's probably the biggest country in the world. That's got to count for something. The sense of community, we share pretty much everything here. You'll never want to leave. The best weather, of course, the best weather is here. Everyone knows that. And Stalin's mustache, it's way better than Hitler's. That's definitely got to count for something. It's great here.
And then World War II began.
Well, Well, ever since World War II ended, the Soviet Union's become rivals with the United States, but they aren't really fighting directly. They're just sort of giving each other dirty looks and calling each other names. It's somewhat of a Cold War. In fact, both sides are giving support to East and West Brennia. The US wants the West, and Soviets want the East, so now you have another war to fight. So now, Brennia has been split right down the middle, right through the capital city of not Berlin. West Brennia is now a capitalist country and joined NATO, while East is still part of the Soviet Union under the Warsaw Pact. They've even built a wall right through the city to keep everyone on their own side. They're calling it the Not Berlin Wall. The wall even practically goes right past my house, and it seems I'm now stuck on the eastern side. Not that there's anything wrong with that, though. I love communism. I spent the past 3 years digging this hole in the wall with a spoon, and it should take me directly under the wall and into West Brennia. Okay, if we follow this path, we should be able to make it out of here. Now, as long as there aren't any guards over here, then we'll be able to...
Oh! Yes!
Mikhail Gorbachev was elected president of Russia in 1990 and brought the Cold War to an end along with Ronald Reagan. In 1991, the Soviet Union fell.
Yeah! Now that the Soviet Union's fallen, the Warsaw Pact has been dissolved. That means that all the other countries that the Soviet Union controlled are now independent. That includes Brennia. I don't know how that works, though, considering we've belonged to Russia since before the Soviet Union was a thing. I don't know how that works. But all I know is that we're free. We've been waiting for this for like 500 years. Whoa! Let's go! What's going on now? Why is Vladimir Putin invading us? I thought the Soviet Union was gone.